Hello everyone, today I have a different video for you today. Today I have a 2007 set, the Skeletal Keep to be exact. Now, you may have seen elements of this set, specifically the dragon located in the new Lego Shelf video short, and potentially this keep in the background, although it was hidden behind a few things. But today I'm doing a nostalgic revisit to this set, where I'm kind of be doing a review of it, kind of just talking about it, and just nostalgia in general, because I didn't start off with Lego Star Wars, as you can see, since I think this is my earliest Lego set, not the Lego Duplo line, because I did have a box of that, when I was growing up. But the set that I was originally thinking of was the old city corner that I just have tucked away over here with a few things. I have another piece. I have all the pieces for it. I just don't have the minifigs for the city corner. But yeah, no, that was ultimately supposed to be the set for this video, but then I did some research and found out that this was actually the set that I had along with it, because I had both of them for quite a long time. I don't even remember myself. But I know that both of those I got very early on into my Lego collecting career, so that's why some of these are a little bit more damaged, and why this set in particular is missing the Evil Wizard, because I actually do not have that figure, considering, well, he's lost somewhere. I have no clue where. I've tried looking for him countless of times under old, well, not old, because appliances got changed while ago, so I checked there, it wasn't there, so I don't have him, don't know where he is. I might eventually buy a new one. Regardless, I'm going to try and present this set as best I can. So in this set, you get a nice knight with a sword that you can see is very badly damaged. It used to be very shiny, now it's a little bent, and it's got tears in it. Still, I think it's a fine sword. The minifigure is fine. The armor has not broken, surprisingly. And this is one of my horse armors that still has its clips intact, as you can see. Now the horse inside under the armor might be a little bit dirty, but yeah, no, these are fine knights. That's why I have a ton more of them, and that's why I really like the castle lineup. I don't have a decent amount of. I don't have a lot of castle sets. I think I might have 4. I have a bunch of the Kingdom stuff. I don't have all these sets for Kingdom, but I did get a bunch of them. And then the most recent castle lineup that was a few years ago, I didn't get any of the sets because I was kind of on a hiatus from Lego. At that point I was doing other stuff, but I still bought a few sets from that time, but I didn't really collect any of the castle sets. And if you're wondering, on the topic of the new stuff, I haven't bought the Creator 3-in-1. I don't really find that as a good value, and I'm kind of going to be doing a comparison why I think the 3-in-1 pirate ship is a good value, whereas the 3-in-1 castle is not a good value. But I think the blacksmith is a nice set, for there to be a remark on that topic. But then, as you can see, this dragon, if anybody owns this set or has dragon from the similar era, they might see that there's a bit of a difference between the wings, and that's because I've kind of custom fitted these wings to be of a newer era design using these ball joints, because the old clips, I don't really like them when they're in Lego sets, because I kind of find them to break way too easily, which is why I've custom fitted this dragon, and I've also added these teeth pieces because I think it makes the dragon much more menacing. And other than the fact it's in pretty good shape, except for the edges of the wings, which are kind of bitten. This tail end doesn't look very good at all, but I remember this dragon, which is why I wanted to fix up the wings, because for so long it's just the wings were basically just falling apart because the clips that were on here prior and are the correct clips just broke, and I never got any replacements for them. So figured one day I just sat down, reinvented the system, and that was all great. Now this is most of the pieces on it. It's missing the two lightning that are supposed to be there, and the large stick which is supposed to hold up this cobweb, but I think these clips, or at least one of them, does a fine job of holding it up, since I don't have that stick anymore. But I think this is a nice build, you know? Like, for having it so long, I kind of look at the more newer stuff that I have, and it's kind of a downgrade. But, you know, I still have nostalgia for this thing, and I really like the build, because, you know, for the fact that it doesn't have that much space, it does have quite a bit of space. You know, you've got a spot here, you've got a spot on the tower, you've got someone that can stand over here and man this catapult, which is a little bit finicky, but you know, it works. You've got the main like sorcerer's tower area where a skeleton is hanging out, because you do get two of these skeletons, which I think are nice, except I've never really liked droid or skeleton minifigures, especially when they're old, because you kind of get the broken joints and it's not that fun. But nonetheless, I think they're quite great. Now, you can see that there's a few design flaws in this set where they fall apart. Like, I've looked past that because I absolutely love this set. And then you've also seen the jail cell probably, which also might not be the greatest design, but I absolutely just love this set. So, you know, I've looked past all those things. I've seen this set for many years. And, you know, you kind of just forget about these small things that just, that on a today's standard LEGO set you might not really encounter. But it's those fun little things that kind of just don't make any sense or are flaws, and that today people would see as flaws are actually the fun things that I see in this set. Now, you've also got a mechanism here where you can lift up the drawbridge. It might not be the fastest thing because it takes like 20 minutes probably just to like hook it up there, but it's just a nice feature. It's just the little things of this set. Now, the front view is also very nice because you can see it's kind of like a skull. It might not be the cleanest look because, you know, this drawbridge is supposed to be the mouth, but it doesn't always look the best. But, you know, it's a nice thing. You know, it retailed for $50. I think this is an amazing $50 set. Now, I'm definitely biased. Now, don't get me wrong. I've said probably too many good things about this set, and I'm kind of just ignoring the flaws, but you know, this is a nostalgic set for me, so what can I say? I might do one for the LEGO City Center, but you know, this has just been a wonderful time. Just looking back at this thing in its entirety, just talking about it. I've probably extended this video for who knows how long. But you know, I think it was a fun time. Like, I don't know if people necessarily care about this, because I don't even have everything, and this was probably just not even a complete review of the thing. I've probably skipped over like a bunch of stuff because I don't even remember half the stuff. But, you know, I think this is a fun set. Now, everybody has their like nostalgic trio. I think I have at least two, but I do have another set from the same era. And that's this catapult over here. There's not much light here, but it's this catapult barrage set, which has like a gate to it, but it's like a little bit down here. I have a bunch of kingdom stuff in here. There's another shelf which has like some castles and some, that I just don't know. That was a bunch of black. But yeah, no, I have a few kingdom sets. I have a few castle sets. And honestly, I love collecting castle. It's kind of like this side thing. Like, sure, I have a bunch of like Star Wars stuff. As you can see here, we have the inaccurate AAT. I was kind of a loss of words. I'm gonna say this here as well. If you've probably haven't seen this set, nor have you probably seen this set right here, and I also have a Krennic shuttle down there that you haven't seen yet, because I was over at my local Bricks and Minifigures over at Crest Hill, and I was picking up this guy because I found him at a great deal, and there was this guy who's trying to sell off these three sets that I've mentioned before, and since he didn't have the minifigs for him, they wouldn't accept it as like a trade or selling item, and so I managed to luck out and just asked about while checking out, and so I ended up actually getting all three of them for free. So that was a very kind gesture. I thought I'd mention it. I'm probably going to give it another video, but you know, mixing a bit of new and old, so I figured that now would be a good time to talk about it. just kind of a preview. But I've extended this video to 10 minutes, and now I feel like a fool. So I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye.